So anyway, time we hit 10 million subscribers, we might be able to come up with something else. Welcome back to Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. I'm Dwayne.
I'm Jesse.
So in a couple of episodes ago, and which by the way is one of the most popular episodes that we've had, this guy, he lobbed a bit of a challenge to me that if we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're going to drink Loki Moki Wow coffee or something like that. It's from Civets, and it is
Poop coffee.
Poop coffee, yes. And he is just all set on drinking this $100 cup poop coffee, because it's got to be good if it's expensive. We had a whole episode on that, so you should go back and check that episode out if you haven't already. But I said I would only consider that if and when we get to 10,000 subscribers. And so at the time, because this is a brand new show, at the time that I said that, we were at four subscribers. And so I'm kind of nervous to say that we have grown by about 400% since then. So we're up to like 14 subscribers. So I am pretty confident that it might be a while, and by the time we get to 10,000. He may even forget about it.
I will not forget.
But then I decided that I'm going to have to kind of one up Jesse, and I'm going to challenge him. And I am not in this challenge. I'm just doing the challenging. I am not participating in the event.
One.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw. This is so big that I'll say if we ever hit 1 million subscribers, then I'm going to buy you some Black Ivory coffee.
What's Black Ivory?
Okay, so I've got it right here. So my friend Jeff saw that episode, and he just thought that was...
No!
Oh, yeah, you figured it out already.
Oh.
You figured it out already. So I'm going to read this to you. First off, Black Ivory coffee, for a kilogram of it, they sell it by the kilogram. It's $2,200 for a kilo of coffee, of this coffee. Interesting enough, you could get 4 interest-free payments of $550. So our $19.99 pound coffee isn't so bad right now, is it?
No, it's not.
But anyway, so I'm going to read this to you. So, welcome to Black Ivory coffee, the world's rarest coffee, naturally refined by elephants. So it's an incredibly distinctive cup with notes of chocolate, malt, spice, a hint of grass.
I bet you there's a hint of grass.
Yes, and it goes on, and then so your purchase of this Black Ivory coffee, I'll put a link to there. If you want to go check out their coffee, please take a video of you doing the maybe you just want to send them a donation. They're taking care of elephants, I believe. I mean, it's for a environmental cause. You know, animals need some taken care of. We have really done a number on some of the species on this planet, and so if somebody has a heartbeat to take care of elephants, I'm all for that. If that's your mission in life, do that. And I can appreciate people who I love animals. And this is a fundraiser thing for them, I'm sure, to help them to take care of the feeding and care of these elephants.
Yeah.
But if you want to, so I'll put the link in there. You can help out their cause and get some coffee. And I'll tell you what, if you get that coffee and you buy that coffee and video, or better yet, if you are in the area that you're able to drive to where we are, or we could drive to where you are, we will come over and you and Jesse can compare notes on that. I'm going to drink whatever the house blend is at that coffee shop, but I want to see. We'll do a video of that.
Listen. I told Dwayne, because he didn't tell me. I didn't know what he was talking about before this. But he told me he's going to have a challenge. And I said, that's okay, because I'll try anything at least twice.
Yeah.
I may regret saying that, but here's the thing. If we hit I'm just gonna say it. When we hit 1 million subscribers,
He's an optimist.
I am. When we hit 1 million subscribers, so YouTube, if you have so many subscribers and watch time, you get monetized. If there's enough monetization, enough money from the 1 million subscribers, not only will I drink this coffee, I would be willing to travel to where it's harvested and take part in the process of harvesting elephant poop coffee. So listen, go big or go home. We hit 1 million subscribers. We're going to Africa.
Okay.
Or where are they at?
Where
are they in
at?
Africa?
No, I don't think they're in Africa. I think they're in an Asian.
We will go to an Asian country.
I love Asia. I got family
Never
in
been
Asia. Hi, Sam. Hi, Andy.
Hey, Sam. Hey, Andy.
That's my kids. They live in Cambodia. Anyway, so I'm going to read some more of this to you, just because. So their aim is to serve this coffee in the finest 5-star hotels and Michelin restaurants in the world. Okay. I hope that's on the label. That's all I'm saying. I hope people know what they're getting.
Listen, if it's expensive,
it's gotta
be good.
So when I was in the Navy, I was in one of the Arab countries, United Arab Emirates. And when you're in the Navy and you're going into, I'm sure some of the other branches figured this out too, but when you go out, like we had some really good cooks on the ship. And I mean, it wasn't like you see in the movies and everybody's like, bleh. No, we had some good chefs, mess specialists, they called them. But they're chefs, some of them, I think. And, but we'd go into port and find the hotels, nice hotels, because they had the best restaurants. And so you get to try like some world-class food that you wouldn't get here. And so we went into this restaurant and they bring the menu out and they have it laid out like they do most of our stuff, like the appetizers and, entrees and, all that kind of stuff. But it's all in Arabic. I can't read Arabic. So, but I could see how this stuff was laid out. So I just decided to go big or go home. And I just started pointing at one from each section. And so I said, I'll take this and this and this and this. And so they brought me this meal and it was like a salad, which is fine. It was soup, a cold tomato soup. My understanding is that's kind of like this gazpacho is what the equivalent would be. It was really good, but they had this meat. I've never tasted it before. It was amazing. It was the most tender, flavorful meat I've ever had. And people ask me, well, what was it? No idea. I didn't ask because I don't want to know what that was, because it wasn't like a steak like I've had. It wasn't like, it was cooked like pot roast. Yeah. But I was afraid to ask, and I thought that would just ruin the whole experience. And so I never did find out what it was.
So to this day, you don't know.
Today, I don't know. I would
it
never.
Anything.
It could have been anything. Could have been. So I am hoping though that in these 5-star Michelin restaurants, if they're having this coffee served there, that at least the guests know what it is that they're getting. But I want to read some of this process. So this says that this has been a vision 10 years in the making, right? And so what I think happened, this is just what I'm guessing happened, is that about 10 years prior is when that civet coffee hit the big time, right? That people started becoming aware of that Mocha Loki Wow coffee.
Poop coffee.
It's not the real name, but it's that's all I can come up with, Mocha Loki Wow. But anyway, that coffee came out. And people were like, hey, you got to try this. Like it was the next novelty item, And so this guy was thinking, we got to one up it. We got to go bigger. Yeah. We got to go bigger.
Might as well.
And so what could we do bigger than, a cat, cat poop. And somebody was like,
elephant.
Got your answer right here. And so it took them like 10 years to figure out the process and all that kind of stuff. Each elephant, I was reading on their website, each elephant has its own diet. Just like people, yes. So some of them are eating like bananas and tamarinds with these coffee beans, and some of them are eating rice with the coffee beans because each elephant's picky, just like humans have their own preferences. So each elephant has its own unique recipe, own unique recipe of coffee. And so I thought, I was talking to somebody last night, and I said, so we're always having to like go bigger.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, like, what's the next step? And then I realized, I bet you SeaWorld's got something going on.
Yeah, so I was just thinking,
they got
whale.
the big blue whale. Like, there's some way that SeaWorld can capitalize on this so they can raise money for some of the animal initiatives that they take care of. So anyway,
cat poop coffee.
So
elephant
by the
poop
time
coffee.
we hit 10 million subscribers, we might be able to come up with something else. But anyway, so this is the light roast episode of Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse, and I've been thinking on this since the last time we talked, and because it's the most popular episode, probably one of the most talked about episodes that we've had, like 3 comments.
And of course, one of those 3 comments had to mention elephant poop coffee.
Right? And so there's been more offline conversation about this than any other topic that we've had. And so I thought, well, if we're even going to hope to get to, then we have to, see how, for lack of a better phrase, see how dark we can get in this conversation.
Listen, I can go darker.
No, I think we have to draw the line now.
Draw the line
because
now.
we have an audience that we want them to stay here.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose you. So until as we start approaching, like maybe periodically we'll give updates on where we are with our subscriber count, so you know how close it is to the civet coffee.
Yeah.
We can't even call it the poop coffee now because there's
multiple poop coffees.
Yeah. So here's a question I've got for do you have an exotic blend of coffee that I'm not talking gross. I'm not talking about.
Do you have another poop coffee?
No. Are there other exotic blends of coffee that you've tried or that you've heard about that you're interested in that we could talk about? Because I mean, we know our coffees. We know what like the main box store coffees are, things like that. But coffee is like this whole. There's a whole world out there of that I have no idea about, and so. I know some of the fancy drinks. I just made myself a cafe au lait here at the house a couple of days ago, and it was wonderful.
What's that? So
cafe au lait, it's just strong coffee. It's half coffee and half steamed milk with a little bit of froth on it. But it was delicious.
Really good.
It was. And one of my favorite kinds of coffee that we don't sell it, Cafe du Monde, out of Louisiana. They sell this stuff. It is black coffee with chicory in it. And I have some of that, and I love that. That's a great flavor with chicory in it. So I'm wondering what other kinds of coffees out there. So I would highly recommend Cafe du Monde. Check them out. You can order it, and they have these things called beignets. Have you ever had a beignet? It's a French donut, and they come in these little squares. When you make them, they come in these. I'm throwing squares. I got to show the cameras, like they're little diamond shapes, and it's like a doughy kind of thing, but you bake it. It's fluffy and it's a little dense, but there's some fluff to it. And then, kind of like us. We're a little dense. There's a little fluff to us.
A little dense up here and a little fluffy right here.
There we go. And so, but then you sprinkle a little powdered sugar over it, and it goes great with some of their coffee with the chicory in it. So go to their website, check it out, order that. But I do like mycoffee.com. Order ours first. Yeah. But when you're out and about, check it out. Yeah. Because that is some good stuff. So you tell us, what are some of the other types of coffee out there that, like some of the exotic blends that you'd like to talk about and share with us?
And if you share one, and maybe we'll buy it.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll do a coffee review on it, because we don't have to only review our coffee.
That's right.
I
don't mind.
And then we'll give you a shout out. And if we really like it, we'll tell people that you're a smart person and you have good taste in coffee.
And I'll tell you this, if you want us to try a coffee, I'll give you our mailing address. I'll put it in the link below. You can mail
Send
it,
it to us.
and we'll brew it,
Yeah.
and we'll try it live on air. Well, record it on air.
Yeah.
But we are live.
We're
So
alive.
We're alive.
Yeah.
But we'll try. So if you've got some coffee you'd like us to review, if there's poop in it,
There's poop in it.
you better tell us about
Well-
it first, because I ain't doing it.
Well, here's the thing. If someone mails us some of the elephant poop coffee, that's expensive. Like if someone mails us elephant poop coffee, we're obligated.
No.
Oh, I think so.
No.
I think
$2,200.
$2,200. That's a
a
lot.
kilo. Yeah.
That's
I don't care if it was $5,000 a kilo. I'm not going to drink it just because somebody said so.
I would.
No,
Well,
I'm not doing it. So don't send us poop coffee. But if there's something else that you would like to have us try out, maybe you have coffee that you would like to have reviewed online, send it to us.
Yeah.
634 Teakwood Court, Gallion, Ohio 44833. 634 Teakwood Court, Gallion, Ohio 44833. Don't come visit. I mean, give us a call. We'd love to visit with you, but you can't just come knocking on the door because our dog will get you.
Yeah.
Just saying.
How long is this episode? Do we have time for a quick thing?
This episode is as long as we want it to be.
Cool. So we're talking about subscribers.
Yes.
Right. So I met our most loyal, probably one of our most loyal subscribers the other day.
Really?
I did, and I was gonna tell you, but I was like, yeah, I'll tell you on air first.
I knew it.
You know?
I knew it. Yes, I heard.
So
He was recognized.
I was
in the community.
recognized. I felt so famous for a quick second,
Yeah.
and then less famous after. So I'm washing windows at a hospital, and I have to, turn off the automatic doors. I had to turn off turn the button off so I could do the doors. So I'm outside and I see this lady, kind of approaching. So I finished up with the windows real quick.
Yeah.
And normally on these doors, even if you lock them and they shut, you can just kind of give them a good pull and then they'll open and then you unlock them.
Right.
Well, this lady's now right behind me and I'm trying to open these doors and I just don't have enough. It's just not working. I'm like, crap. She goes, oh, did you lock us out? And I said, I think I did. And then I got it out, or, got it open, went in, unlocked it. And I turned around. So it's the first time I'm like really seeing her. And she looks at me and she goes, oh, hey, how are you? And I was like, good. How are you? And she's like, I'm good. And she looks at me expectingly. And normally, you see people like, oh, they look familiar, but I can't place.
It's out of context. And
No, there's no way. I'm like, I don't recognize this lady at all.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, you're Jesse. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And she goes,
can I have your autograph?
I would have been like, yeah, I'm quitting my job. Like everyone, I'll just sell it to you. So
what am I doing washing windows?
yeah. So she goes, oh, I guess we haven't officially met yet. She's, I'm Dwayne Castle's mother. I was like,
Right.
oh my
Hi,
gosh.
Mom.
Yep. So she said she's like, I've seen you on, the videos, but we've never met in person. I'm like, well, nice to meet you. She did tell me that I was her favorite of the two of us.
She
didn't say that.
I'm used
She
to
didn't
it.
say
My
that.
brother's the favorite.
I'm definitely the favorite of me and my sister.
Are you?
She probably won't watch this, but if you do, sis, we know.
I should break
I'm the
this.
favorite.
I should break this to my kids now that they're, in their 30s. I used to tell them when they were little girls, I would whisper in each of their ear, you're my favorite. But don't tell your sister. So the cat's out of the bag now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So how long before we get recognized internationally? Like we're going to go to Africa for the Asia
Yeah.
for the Black Ivory coffee cleaning, because I'm just going to take a camera and video him doing
I'm
it.
okay with it.
And then people will be like, hey, it's Dwayne and Jesse.
Yeah.
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 We have your autograph.
We'll get off the plane and we're like waving to people.
He's got high hopes. He thinks we're going to hit 1 million subscribers.
Listen, anything's possible.
Okay.
I think we're good enough to do it.
I
All of
don't
my
think it has
my
anything-
mother thinks so.
Well, yeah, my mom says so.
My mom
yes.
says so.
Yeah, I don't think
She
it has.
doesn't watch.
Your mom doesn't watch?
I mean, I'm sure she does. Listen,
It'd be awesome if I bumped into your mom out in the community. She's like, hey, you're Dwayne. You're my favorite. Hey, this has been Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. I'm Dwayne.
I'm Jesse.
Be well.
Do good.
Drink good coffee.